Hata kama ungefungua hizi hizi ni tendo. Hii lazima jua ni bani na.
Itafunguliwa. Kama podo organize. Kama organize tudio.
Tumesaweka kwa group, toa kwa group. Picha mingi
Nimetoa. Ati nitoe?
Nisema tumeweka ndio hizo kwa group. Tumesaweka kwa mtandao kitambo. Ya watu watafanya tukaweka. Kichungi mbele kocha. Adwaro jogi te adwang yorna picha.
Jadinya saya kang
Itu pagi.
podi manyo ng'eyo bro ng'ere
Agei. Mosna jaduong ni. Mano serikal. Onya ya nyimati. Kani bado aketo girani.
Let me think about it.
The sound will take.
Because should be taking the sound also again.
They even don't have the speakers.
Yeah, they do not have speakers. How I wish I would have carried my paraphernalia to put around there. This would have been a good idea, isn't it?
Can this thing be carried in every hapa ndani ya rafu ya the cabinet?
Tena nayo. Apostle. Ameresa.
Hello haka mawere kawacha kwa mchumuli shindiri yesi. Siyezo jambira mcho buyikati ishozi. Hypocrisy.
Walinde mpira mwingi sana.
Haya wageni tulikuwa tunatarajiwa wamefika, na nafikiri kama vile ilivyo desturi yetu, tunaanza mkutano wetu kila wakati na jina ya nani? Yesu. Jina ya Yesu. Jina ya Mungu, sio? So, rafiki yangu, power of Jesus around the world. Power of Jesus around the world. Bishop Washington, Gombe.
Baba Mwenyezi Mungu, tunakurudishia asante sana kwa wenzangu ambao unaleta kuja kuwa pamoja nasi katika Kisumu County yetu hii Baba, na katika Nyanza province mzima au regional ya Nyanza. Baba, nakabidhi hao mkononi mwako, na ninaomba baraka yako wewe Mwenyezi Mungu iwe katikati yetu. Ubariki kila kasisi, kila mtumishi, kila archbishop ambao wako hapa hivi leo, kila mtumishi wako ambaye anafanya kazi kwa idara mbalimbali, ni hata Waislamu wenzangu. Baba Mwenyezi Mungu, utubariki, utuunganishe pamoja, ili majadiliano yetu iwe ya busara ambayo italeta tumaini katika hili letu tukufu la Jamhuri ya Kenya. Na ubariki rais ambaye anaongoza sahihi. Na Baba Mwenyezi Mungu, naomba nikijua kwamba wewe uko pamoja nasi, wageni wetu ambao wanatoka kwa commission ya president, Baba ubariki, tukiongea tupatanisho pamoja. Ninaomba nikijua kwamba hayo umefanya, na ni kwa jina la Yesu Kristo aliye mkombozi wetu.
Mbona kama kuna bishop ambaye yuko chini kuliko yeye. Hapo yeye ndo namjua ni rafiki yangu na tunafanya kazi kwa karibu sana. Kwa upande wa Waislamu, Sheikh Musa wa Kenya Muslim Association. Sheikh Musa.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. يا Mwenyezi Mungu mbinguni na ardhi na vilivyomo, tunakuomba ya Mwenyezi Mungu hii nchi yetu ya Kenya uibariki na uilinde na uhifadhi. Ya Mwenyezi Mungu, mkutano huu na mkusanyiko huu ambao wamekusanyika kwa sababu ya kujadili masuala ya kidini, Mwenyezi Mungu wasahilishie na uibariki mkutano hii na ujalie ili ni mkutano ya kufana. Sallallahu ala nabiyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wasallam. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Amen.
Loka samasta sukino bhavantu shanti 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 amani amani.
Asante sana. Kama elewa kwa nini amani amani. Yes. Napenda kuchukua nafasi hii. I don't know to get you friend ama Kiingereza. Kila mtu prefer.
Nachanganya.
Watu ya jana tunapenda kukaa Kiingereza.
Sawa.
Wageni wetu ambao tuko hapa. Haya, tuko na wageni hapa wametoka kutoka the Presidential Task Force on Religious Matters. Mmesikia? Nitawapatia nafasi baadaye watajitambulisha, lakini ningependa kuchukua nafasi kuwarushia nyote ambao wamefika. Tumeweza kualika nyinyi kwa muda fupi, lakini nashukuru sana. Ninashukuru, shukrani zangu za dhati, maanake tumefika kwa muda mfupi mpaka hodi imejaa. Hata sasa inabidi mimi nitafute viti vingine. So ninashukuru. Hiyo ni ishara ya kuonyesha kwamba tunafanya kazi pamoja kwa karibu, na pia mnapenda pia kutoa maoni yenu na pengine pia kumsikia huyo mtume ambaye ni rais kukuza mambo ya madini. Baba yangu ni kuwashukuru nyote. I don't know how to respond to it one by one ama in groups. Kuna kundi in groups haya tutaanza na ama kila kitu kuna viongozi yake. Haya pengine ningeomba Bishop kuongoze kwa sehemu ya introduction.
Okay, I'm Bishop Charles Kokomo, and together with me are the team that is in the Kisumu Clergy Fellowship, Simameni. Kisumu Clergy Fellowship. They have come in their numbers to represent their views. Our chair is currently away in the US, but I represent her. So we are fine coming to see the task force, presidential task force on church regulation, and we're happy. Thank you. We can be seated.
Any other?
Good morning. Bwana Sifiwe. Bishop Evan, I'm the chair of the Kisumu County Clergy Fellowship. We tried the Kisumu County Clergy Fellowship. So we tried to pick on the top leadership of each organizations so that they come, especially the chairs of each denominations. So we are here, and we are here to provide our views and also to listen from the government side. Please, could you please rise up the KCCF kindly? We are here. Thank you very much.
Next group.
The Ministry of Local Governance in Nyanza chapter. So,
God bless you.
Ministry of Repentance and Holiness. Okay. Any other ministry? Guru Miguel, pande ya mundu wetu tutakuwa pande ya Uislamu.
Sheikh Moses Maihaj, chairman of Kisumu Muslim Association, Kisumu County. Lakini pia tuko na wenzangu ambao tumeonekana nao kutoka katika baraza la maimani pamoja na Suke.
Basi sasa mahali tumefikia. Pole kwa sababu community policing. Thank you. Any other group? Thank you. Attendance officer. Any other
Civil society.
Civil society.
Kisumu County.
Kisumu County. Thank you.
This is Abraham.
Abraham. Thank you. Any other group? Sio kanisa, sio civil society. Wakili hapa, lawyer, ni lawyer, professional lawyer. Wapi wakili?
good morning.
Yes.
My name is Silas Akio. I'm here as an advocate.
Good. Thank you. Any other? Biashara, profession. So tuko sawa? Ila mambo kwa mama. Hiyo mama ameangalia nyuma. Alikuwa kakalaji Sasa nafikiri bila kupoteza wakati nitachukua nafasi hii kuhando kwa program ya mwenyekiti wa kikao ambaye ni Bishop Rock. Karibu. Sisi tunakaribisha na watu wa kanisa kubwa kanisa tunapiga makofi.
Mwenyekiti wetu wa kitaifa, County Commissioner wetu, wenzangu, watumishi wa Bwana, Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Amen. Kwa nyauru kwako Yesu. Amen. Tunafurahi kupata nafasi ya kufika hapa siku ya leo. Asanteni sana kwa kuweza kufanya kazi hii. Asante sana Bwana Commissioner. Asante sana pia ofisi ya Governor ambao tumekaribishwa vizuri sana. Kwa hiyo tunafurahi tunaposikia tukiwa Kisumu. Asanteni sana watumishi wa Bwana ambao mmeweza kufika hapa. Kama mnavyojua, hii ni Presidential Task Force on Religious Matters. Hiyo jina ingine ni mrefu sana, but on Religious Matters. Na wengine wetu ili wapate kuelewa vizuri, tumebahatizwa jina ambao si yetu, ambayo inaitwa Shakaola, lakini sisi mambo ambayo yanatuhusu sisi kama watu ambao wanafanya kazi ya kumwabudu Mungu. Ningependa kuwatambuliza wale ambao wamefika pamoja nasi, kama vile mlivyoweza kuona katika Kenya Gazette na hata katika magazeti na vyombo vya habari. Tuna mwenyekiti wa kitaifa ambaye ni Reverend Mtava Simi.
Jambo. The first time I came to Kisumu was 1970. I was in Form 5 in Kangaru, running away from work. And I came for a camp here in Maseno, led by Trinity Fellowship, Nairobi team. I work with them. Amen. And I came back to the Lord. Then there was a TL Osborne rally here in the stadium with Silas Owiti. So this is home. And I have very fond memories. That is 53 years ago. Kisumu is always very close to my heart. And we are happy to be back here. Happy to see you. And the privilege ukiwa na hii nafasi ya kuongea mambo ya makanisa na dini na kadhalika. Asanteni sana.
You can help me to the organization has about 20 members, and in the 20 members we have divided ourselves into 3 groups. Like today when we are here, another group is in Bungoma and another group is in Migori. So by God's grace, I'm the chair of this group that has come here. He is our national chair. He may leave us and go to another place to see what they are doing, but I'm the chair that will be with you here in Kisumu. Yesterday we were in Vihiga, and tomorrow we are going to Siaya County. We'll be going across all the 47 counties to hear what you want to say about what we'll introduce to you shortly. So the team that I have with, may I have the team from the task force? Please stand up. Because they want to hear your voice.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of Kisumu.
Good morning.
My name is Judy Sombodi. I'm a member of the task force. I'm also a family member, and thank you for having us.
Bwana asifiwe. Mimi namshukuru Bwana kwa hapa. Jina langu naitwa Dr. Kanga kutoka NCCK. Recently nilikuwa hapa katika Kisumu Fellowship na namshukuru Bwana. Asanteni sana watu.
Unasema ni chama cha NCCK?
Yes. Mimi mwenyekiti wa chama cha NCCK katika region na ni executive member wa NCCK. Hawa tunajuana, tumekuwa pamoja. I belong here.
Karibu.
Good morning, God. My name is Sujata, National Chair in the Council of Kenya. I am also the task force member. I am very happy to be here with you all. Thank you.
Hamjambo yote. Kwa majina ni Joseph Kanelo wa Bwire na mimi ni member wa task force, lakini vile chairman wangu wa national alianza na kusema wakati wake aliwahi kuja Kisumu mkashtuka. Hata mimi wacha niseme wakati wangu wa kuja Kisumu ilikuwa last year. Tulikuja na aliyekuwa naibu wa rais na sasa hivi rais. Tukazunguka hapo, maneno ilikuwa moto, lakini tuliachia Mungu. Asante sana.
Thank you so much. Can we put our hands together? Hawa ni affiliated task force. Sasa tuna wale pia ambao ni kutoka kwa ofisi ya rais na ofisi ya serikali ambao wanasimama pamoja nasi. Please.
Hamjambo. Mimi naitwa Dr. Martin Italian, Daily Secretary katika task force.
Good morning.
Good morning.
General Secretary.
Huko sema yote is correct.
I'm the Registrar Societies, working at the Office of the Attorney General and the Department of Justice.
Ndio yule ambao ukifanya returns yako inaenda kwake. Na yeye anajua kanisa gani tukitaja hapa haijafanya returns yake. Yeye anajua. Kwa neema ya Mungu tuko na yeye kwa siku ya leo. Pamoja nasi pia tumetembea na wale ambao wanafanya research katika mazungumzo yetu na pia ndio wanachukua mazungumzo yenu kwa niaba yetu. Tafadhali.
Watu wa Kisumu hamjambo.
Hamjambo.
My name is Caroline Biwot. I am a researcher in this team. Good morning. I'm a researcher.
So ili tupate kuanza kwa sababu muda hauko pamoja nasi. Bado nataka kusema asanteni sana na washukuru kufika. Tunaanza kama saa 4. That was very good. You have really kept time and I'm so happy. So before we begin, I want to give us the rules of the house. For us to be well organized, I think the PA system will be ready very soon. That will be very good for us. I have some few rules and few observations. Some noise there. Yes, the first rule that I want to ask us is, as much as our telephone sets are very important, it is abuse of a meeting if a telephone call is going to ring, or if you'll take a telephone call while you are sitting there. So it is one of the sins that cannot be forgiven. So if your telephone rings or makes noise or you receive the call, I'll ask the county commissioner to give me his good voice to escort you out, because we are on a very serious matter. So I'm giving you 1 second, either to switch off or to put it on a silent mode. That's the rule of the house. Otherwise, I would have requested that everybody deposit your telephones at the counter. But I believe that you are bishops and you are men of God that can listen to the rules. So simu hata isilie. Na tena simu usichukue. Usiseme halo, anachukua. Hiyo utakuwa unaharibu mambo. Tumeelewana wapendwa eh? Isilie wala usifanye nini? Usichukue. Jambo la pili, kila mmoja wetu uliyekuja una haki ya kunena. Ndipo tunakuja kila ambacho tunaita public participation. Kila raia ana haki ya kunena juu ya jambo lolote lile ambalo tutawaeleza. Baada ya dakika chache mmoja wetu atawaeleza mambo ambayo tunatafuta kutoka kwenu. So tungependa sana iwezekanavyo utujibu maswali hayo iwezekanavyo, na kila mwananchi ana haki. Na pamoja na kuwa na haki, kama mwenzako ametaja jambo ambalo ungetaja, hakuna haja ya kutaja tena, kwa sababu hatuchukui majina ya watu. So usisema kwamba lazima mimi jina langu lionekane kwamba hata mimi nilinena. Kila ambacho tunafuta sana ni maoni yenu. Na tutachukua maoni yenu, ingawa utakaposimama utasema jina. Kama maoni yako itakuwa imetajwa na kiongozi wa kikundi chako, unaweza kutosheka ila tu kama kuna jambo ambalo atakuwa ameachilia, unaweza kupewa nafasi kwa kuinua mkono. Na hiyo ni sheria yangu ya 3. Tunatoa maoni kwa kuinua mkono. Usiinue mdomo. Kwa sababu ukiinua mdomo na ule ainue mdomo, tutakuwa na kelele. Tunaelewana wananchi eh? So unainua mkono, utaona sheria ya mikutano kama hii, kwa sababu ninyi ni wasomi, mwenyekiti atakuza. Mwenyekiti wa kikao ana ruhusa, ana haki ya kukupa ruhusa au kukataa. Na ukikataliwa haimaanishi ni kwa upendeleo, kwa sababu siwajui. Wale watu ambao nawajua hapa ni wachache sana, siwajui wote. So kwa sababu ya udhibiti wa mkutano, the control of the meeting, all of us may not speak, but we'll take the opinion of as many as we can, depending on how much time we also control. So I would like that you become orderly. You put up your hand, I will see you. I will give you some few minutes that you'll agree with. Usually it's a maximum of 3 minutes. If you hear me say thank you, then you know I'm telling you what time is. Okay. Don't wait for me to tell you to sit down. Just hear one thank you and be organized. Although some of those people who are representing groups, because you have already discussed, we may give you some few extra minutes, but don't go too long, so that we may be able to get as much as we can from you. So unainua mkono namna hii. Na ukiona mimi nimepoint mtu, wacha mkono wako tu iende chini, nyamaza. Point ya 4, maoni ya kila mmoja tutachukua. Uwe unakubaliana nayo ama haukubaliani. Kwa hiyo hapa si bunge, hapa si mahali pa kupiga kura. Hata kama mtu anasema kitu ambao hukubaliana naye, nyamaza, wewe utasema yako. Ili tusipigane kelele, ati hapana, nyamaza, si namna hiyo. Hapana, sikiliza tu. Hata kama ni porojo, sikiliza tu. Kwa sababu sisi tutasikiliza. Jambo la mwisho, sisi hatujafika hapa kuhubiri, hatujafika kusema ni kanisa gani nzuri na kanisa gani mbaya, na pia hatujakuja kusema ni dini gani bora kuliko dini gani. Sisi tumekuja fika kuwasikiliza. Na hatutatoa maoni yetu. Maoni yetu yatolewa na mwenyekiti wetu baada ya kumaliza kazi Kenya nzima. Kwa hivyo leo baada ya kuwasikiliza utatoa maoni yako. Ukisema makanisa ifungwe, utasikiliza. Ila ninaomba ya kwamba tusitukanane. Tusitumie maneno ambayo yanaweza kukashifu wenzetu. Tutoke kwenye kongamano la mkutano wa Kisumu kama tumeulizana. Ni task force ya kutoa maoni mazuri bila kulaumiana. Pia maoni mazuri ambayo unajua itasaidia nchi yetu. Tafadhali nangojea sana pia sisi. Karibu inakuwa. So nafikiri tumeelewana hapo. Ukitaka pia kutoka kwenda nje kwa sababu moja ama nyingine, utoke tu pole pole, usisumbue watu, kwa sababu hapa ni watu waheshimiwa. Maaskofu wetu waheshimiwa wako hapa. Kwa hivyo ukitoka tunaenda kama haukuheshimu kikao. Umekuja kwa heshima, tuheshimiane. Jambo la mwisho, ningetaka tumalize saa ngapi? Ndio tutaongea, tukiweza kumaliza mapema ni sawa, lakini saa gani ambayo ninyi wenyewe mnaweka kwamba usipite saa hii? Unajua ikifika saa 7 watu wana njaa, watu wakiwa na njaa wanaanza kupiga kelele kupita kiasi na kusema maneno ambayo haifai. So
saa 6
kamili.
Saa 6.
Bishop Ogoy?
Yeah, 1 o'clock sharp.
1 o'clock sharp.
Chelewa.
Chelewa, Manobel.
It will depend with our
If you are feeling as a lunch, then you can go up to the ring.
Exactly.
According to the Luo custom, it is the Luo people to give lunch to the visitors who have come.
Presidential, yeah.
1 o'clock is the best. That will be 3 hours, and 3 hours is more than enough.
Yeah.
So by 1 o'clock, we hope to have finished. So when we give you time, let us be very, very, very cautious, and let us use the time that we have very nicely. Yesterday we were in Vihiga, and I saw that the Vihiga women were a bit afraid. So the women were so silent, but I know the Luo women can speak. So we would like to have also all the gender as much as possible. We'll give you opportunity to speak to us. So may I ask one of the members of our task force to present to us the questions and what we are trying to look into. Joe, please.
Amejambo tena. Ningependa kupeana maswali ama kupeana frame ambayo tutatumia kupata majibu ama tutatumia kupata maoni yenu, ili kuwe rahisi kwetu kunukuu na kuchukua maoni ambayo tunaweza andika na tukaweza present mbele ya rais. Na tutaanza hivi. Tutaanza na section ya kwanza ambayo inaongelea historia yetu ya kidini na situation ama na vile hali ilivyo kwa sasa. Mnaambiwa kwamba mnamo Agosti mwaka wa 2010 kama Wakenya tulijipatia katiba mpya, na hiyo katiba ilitupatia uhuru wa dini, uhuru wa fikra na uhuru wa utengamano katika kipengele cha 32. Si tunafahamu hivyo? Sasa swali ni, je, kuna watu kuenda kinyume na uhuru wa kuabudu? Na kama kunao, peana mifano ya mambo ambayo huwa yanafanyika katika kujienjoy ama kutumia huu uhuru ambayo yanahatarisha maisha ya binadamu na usalama wa umma. La pili ni, kwa maoni yako, mbona watu kuenda kinyume na huu uhuru wa kuabudu? Na sisi kama jamii huwa tunachukua hatua gani? Na kama serikali huchukua hatua gani? Sehemu ya pili ni tunaangalia kama kuna pengo katika sheria, kuna pengo katika mikakati, na kuna pengo katika institution ambazo zimepewa mamlaka ya kuhakikisha kwamba tumeweza kutumia huu uhuru wetu wa kuabudu vizuri. Ndio tuweze kuwa na dini ambayo inaheshimu maisha na usalama wa wananchi na katiba, ni lazima tuwe na sheria ambazo zinasaidia katika usajili, ndiposa tusiweze kuwa na wale wanakiuka hii sheria. Swali ni hivi, unajua sheria yote ambayo inahusika na mambo ya dini? Na ni sheria gani hiyo? Na hiyo sheria inatosha? Swali lingine, kama sheria haitoshi, kwa maoni yako wewe, una pendekezo gani? Turekebishe sheria ama tuandike sheria mpya ya kuhusu mambo ya dini, mambo ya kuswali na mambo ya kuabudu? Swali ama kielelezo cha mwisho ni mambo tunaongelea about standard, compliance na education. Mipangilio ama mikakati ya kuwezesha kwamba tuweze kuwa na uhuru mzuri na tuweze kuelimisha jamii yetu. Na katiba uhuru wa mtu mwingine weza weka ili tulikuwa kwa swali la kwanza, ni mikakati gani ambazo serikali inaweza weka kuhakikisha kwamba tunaweza kutumia uhuru wetu vizuri bila kuhatarisha maisha na usalama wa umma. Na swali la pili ni mikakati gani serikali inaweza weka ili kuelimisha jamii yetu? Na I think hapo ndio tunaweza wakati unaamka kujibu maswali ningependa kukuomba kwamba tufuatilie hiyo ratiba ili uweze kutupea maelezo, historia, hali ya sasa iko vipi, na kama kuna shida na sheria, kama maoni yako sheria irekebishwe ama sheria iandikwe upya, na ya mwisho kuweza kutupatia mikakati ambayo serikali inaweza weka kuhakikisha kwamba sisi kama wananchi tunasema tukipatia katiba ambayo tupatia uhuru kwa kuabudu. Huu uhuru tutautumia hali bila kuhatarisha maisha ya binadamu na usalama. So niko na sample hapa ambayo iko kwa lugha ya Kiingereza, tutaweza kugawanya ili kila mtu aweze kutumia. Asanteni sana.
Nafikiri maswali haya tumeweza kuelewa vizuri. Na mmoja wenu anajaribu kuuliza kama tungeweza kutafsiri kwa Kijaluo. Nafikiri tunaenda kupita kiasi. Nafikiri kama wewe umefika kiwango itakuwa askofu, itakuwa mhubiri, unaelewa Kiingereza au Kiswahili. Tutocheke na hiyo wananchi. Na wapongeza sana watu wa Kisumu kwa jambo moja la maana ambalo nimeona mtakuwa nayo hapa mzuri. Mko na utaratibu jinsi mmejitambulisha kwa vikundi. Kwa hivyo mimi kama mwenyekiti naona kwamba mtaanza na vikundi, viongozi ya vikundi wote kama vile mlivyoorodhesha, mtaanza hivyo. Tukisha maliza na vikundi tutaenda kwa individual. Sio itakuwa sawa? Kwa sababu ninaamini kwamba labda mambo mengi mmeshazungumza tayari na kiongozi ya kikundi anayo. Kwa hivyo tusikilize kwa makini kiongozi ya kikundi, tutakuja moja moja, na baada ya kumaliza ni vikundi kama 6, baada ya vikundi hivyo 6 then tutaenda kwa individual. Sasa labda wewe ni member ya kikundi, una jambo ambalo labda ungependa kuongezea kwa kikundi chako ili tupate kuwa na utaratibu unaofaa. Kikundi cha kwanza kilikuwa Kisumu.
Excuse me, Chairman. Sir.
If you put up your hand, I will see. I said you lift up your hand and not the mouth. Yeah. So,
thank you for having given this opportunity. I'm Moses Abraham Kogo there. I'm just kindly requesting to your honor, sir. Bila amesoma na vile list ni mrefu, yende kawa wazee hawana computer. I was kindly requesting if you, question number 1, orderly kwa hizo vikundi, alafu tukimaliza it can be completed in a very nice orderly.
Thank you for your input. Thank you. The questions have already been posted and you have already read it. And you are already understand. So for the interest of time, Kisumu Clergy Fellowship, Bishop, it's your time now.
Thank you. I'm representing a big group here called the Kisumu Clergy Fellowship, and because we have a document, I would like you to have our document even as I go through what I have. There were only 2, so there's one more I can give to another person. And I want to say that this is the group that is led by Bishop Dr. Edie Owiti, the wife of the late Silas Owiti, and currently she's away in the US. But as the deputy chair, we saw I come with a lot of people here. I'm also the deputy chair. There is EAK, Kisumu chapter, and I stand here so that I'm able to present what we have. Maybe we may not follow to the letter all that has been said, but in our writing, all has been captured as he was saying. So allow me to begin. It is something that I can read very fast in 3 minutes, or just about, because it is a simple 5-page document. And I begin. Kisumu Clergy Fellowship is an umbrella body of 124 church denominations. We as Kisumu Clergy Fellowship do recognize the gains we have made as a country by the freedom of worship as enshrined in the Constitution. The religious sector in Kenya is regulated under various laws, including Societies Act, this is Chapter 108, Marriage Act 2014, the Trustees, that is Perpetual Succession Act, the Companies Act, Chapter 6 of the Constitution of 2010 provides for leadership and integrity that requires all leaders, including church leaders. In addition, criminal behavior for any individual or society is covered by sections under Penal Code and Cap 63. However, the government has from time to time indicated that it will put in place further regulations. For example, Religious Societies Regulation 2015 by the Office of the Attorney General, which we are all aware of these things. We continue to see them every time. Now, as we look into the above, as a registered body, because we are registered, as Kisumu Clergy Fellowship, we are registered by the Office of the Registrar of Society, that is seated there, and we can say the following: the church has two phases, spiritual and administrative. At the outset, we wish to note that there is a difference between ecclesiastical freedom and freedom of worship or religion. Freedom of worship is the liberty of different religious groups, including non-religious and the atheists, to practice or not practice their beliefs or non-beliefs. Ecclesiastical freedom, on the other hand, means that the church should be perceived differently by the government as opposed to other non-governmental or charity organizations. So the church has a place. So I come shortly to the situation of analysis. We believe the task force has been put in place as a response of government to promote. In the recent, our country has had massacre of hundreds of population under the gaze of religion. For example, we have seen about what happened in Garissa University. That was a massacre because people were killed in the name of religion. They pretended to be Muslims when in actual sense these people are radical groups. The Shakahola massacre, and we can go ahead to say that when we talk of religion, even the Mungiki, which is a traditional religion, is also affecting Kenya seriously. But this thing is not only in Kenya. I can say it is global. Because even in history, we had the Davidian cults in Texas, America, and you all know what happened. Because they messed with children and women. And all of us know that as students of history and also biblical scholars. When we talk about cults, it goes beyond what we are able to see. So, as per your mandate and what you have read to us, we have, in what I've written here, identified legal, institutional, and governance gaps. Now, legally, the law governing religious organizations in terms of registration and regulation is inadequate. This is what we feel. We therefore recommend to the government that the registration of churches be evolved to the county level so that the people at the grassroots would know a church before it is registered. And then that same group can later now tell the registrar through a letter that this group can register. Because if people just go to Nairobi, anybody can register anything that which is not in a church. Number two, in governance, the church has constitutional governance instruments, such as policies, code of conduct that regulate activities which need to be reinforced by religious professional bodies and to be authorized to oversee operations of the church. Now, I also want to put a proposal that legally the churches or religious outfits are registered under Societies Act. This may be inadequate as religious groups are claimed to divide authority. And unlike other entities, there may be need for special status for religious organizations in Kenya or statutory. This can only be created in consultation with religious groups like EAK, NCCK, which we have been a member of for a long time. Special statutes created to be motive societal organizations and order that demands in the ecclesiastical way of looking at things. All registered officials of any religious organization must personally be legally liable for prosecution for any omissions and commissions that endanger lives unreasonably, where they put people under security threat, people don't do farming because they are religious, people don't go to work. People who put people like that, we recommend as the Kisumu Clergy Fellowship that they should personally be held liable, so that we ask why they refuse people not to go to work, why they threaten security, and why they do those are the things that we are talking about. And that would therefore mean that every organization will need to understand their organogram, their structure and way of looking at things. In governance, religious groups under the same spectrum of faith, such as the Catholic Church, Protestant movement, and evangelical churches, need to together create a code of conduct by which they must hold each other accountable and recommend appropriate government apparatus. Any action of its membership should be devised because of dangerous things to the society. That would mean that, like we have already, and there's a document that was done, and I want to put this to us, by 12-member committee. NCCK was part of it, EAK was part of it, Professional Forum of Christians was part of it, and different people were part of it. 12 put together. Even SC, Senior Council Kanjama, I have seen his name is part of it. It is called the Pesavika Trust Document. This one specifically talks about the conduct of a minister of the gospel, and it is a very good document that we fully recommend as a clergy, that the KCN clergy here in Kisumu. It is a document that if the government can adopt, it can help to control the church from within. Because controlling the church from outside or by the government is not very easy, but the church can easily control themselves from within. I'm just about to finish. Okay, thank you. Now, I also want to talk of proposals of setting and additions to education curriculum. Education curriculum, we recommend that the government implement the Christian Ministries curriculum, which was prepared by religious leaders and is to be implemented by given accredited institutions. I want to say that pastors who wish to start a church must, especially the leaders, must at least have diploma in education, diploma in theology, so that these people, at least, but the other people that they need, they can place as per the gifts, because as Pentecostals we talk about line of gifting. And I want to say, even about property and security, the government plus the church and the civil society must have a strong whistle blowing structure, so that when we see anything happening around us which we don't agree with, we whistle blow, we tell the government what is happening. The government also, because of having tourism, they have the village elders, they have the sister chiefs, they have the chiefs, and everything that happens. We are wondering as a church, what actually went wrong, that something can go a long way when the government has all the machineries and they cannot detect something wrong happening in the neighborhood. So whistleblowing should be a responsibility of all of us. And if we do that, if the whistle blowing, then we can take care of our people as a church. Especially what we used to have called the Nyumbakumi was very important. Allow me to finish by saying the following. Number one, the church must not be seen as an enemy of the state, but as a partner. And the state should also see us as a partner, but not an enemy. This is said because, like Kenya is 83% Christian, and therefore Christians under the workings of democracy have a huge stake in how government works and must be heard and their opinion respected. The preamble of our Constitution 2010 starts with the line acknowledging the supremacy of the Almighty God of all creation, and in the third line taking pride in our religious adversity. That means we don't want the bigger churches to step on the small churches. It will be very bad. but the mechanism put by the umbrella bodies can help everybody to feel comfortable under the same. Under Chapter 4 of the Constitution, Article 32, the freedom of conscience, of religion, belief, and opinion is enshrined. That therefore means that we are happy in our diversity as the people of God wherever we are. It is our prayer as a fellowship that the task force may take serious look into the code of order for churches, especially the Sabina draft document that was worked on by umbrella religious bodies and legal minds for consideration and adoption. Otherwise, we are so happy, and I want to thank you. I've taken a short time to present what we have.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos. That was quite elaborate. That is good enough. I don't know if any member of the task force may have some requirement to clarify something. So silence means you are satisfied with your questions. Thank you so much. Kisumu County Clerk.
I want to appreciate you, the task force. This is public participation, and we welcome you in Kisumu. And I think the best tips and time to find, not long ago, but just recently, you see the team of Barcelona. The team of Barcelona. They were playing together, and at the moment they play together, they score very well.
May we have your name?
Bishop Now, as the Kisumu County Clerk Fellowship, we are here to have public participation together to discuss together each point as it was stated, and we thank you very much. And not one person, like me as the chair, will be able to make things and finalize. But I will give each one of us as a team so that you hear the views, because we all come from different organizations and churches. So I will welcome Apostle John, Dr. John Oruga, to give the first question that was given. But we will go systematically together with the whole team here so that we make the discussion together as we come up with the answers that we need as the church and the government. Thank you.
Praise the Lord. I'm Apostle John Oruga from Kisumu County Fellowship. These are some of our specific responses. These are some of our specific responses to the presidential task force. We know that the task force has been asked to consider items which the state considers as concerns in the development, advancement, or attaining of the freedom of worship and religion, which freedoms are not absolute under the Constitution. Kenya has widespread faith-based groups which can possibly not be summarized on a single paper. The concern and the approach that the state has taken is meant to guide the operationalization of the limits to which religion or the freedoms thereto will not be abused or enter the lives of others, as is the case of Shakahola. Now, number 1A, our response is that we need to identify legal, institutional, and governance challenges, so gaps that have allowed or may allow for religious extremists, organizations, sects, cults, and other similar outfits in Kenya to engage in practices detrimental to individual health and safety, the public interest, or our national values. And B, formulate proposals on the legal, institutional, and governance changes required to prevent religious extremist organizations, sects, cults, and other similar outfits in Kenya, Freedom Committee of fostering action that are detrimental to individual health and safety, the public interest, or to national values. Now, religious extremist actions, the use of violence to advance a specific religiously driven political agenda, which is radicalized and intolerable attitude. Religious extremist organizations have a number of related traits in common. While we recognize the need for nuisance definition of religious extremists and variety of approaches taken, we argue that this distinction falls short of fully explaining the variety of ways in which extremism can manifest itself. We propose a broader definition of extremism to allow for the growth of this variation and define extremism as the degree to which there are very few latitudes in accepting distinct patterns of norms or specific behaviors. The emphasis is so less on the conduct itself than on how strictly contained behaviors are adhered to within a religious community with limited tolerance for deviation. As I said, anything that is considered severe in one historical or cultural setting may be considered moderate or normal in other. This description contrasts with that of academics who have linked violent intergroup conflict as the only form of experience. We submit that we are numerous dimensions of religion rather than just one continuum along which religion can be represented, whether at the individual or group level, and that these dimensions can range from moderate to extreme. Even as the task force undertakes to answer the specific concern of extremists, we highlight that it is crucial to consider the precise combination of moderate and radical characteristics when analyzed religious expression. The updated religious society rules, which had not been approved until next 2022, prevented the registrar of societies from registering any religious organization. Despite the enactment of the rules, registration of churches has greatly been hampered by the bureaucracy of the process. When companies are registered in a week, churches can hardly be registered within 6 months. We therefore take the view that the rules have not been effective and much weight needs to be pulled in to streamline the process. Attorney General Emeritus suggested the rules, which according to religious leaders were meant to hold them more accountable for the many deeds and extremes of violent preaching. The government consented to seek advice on fresh draft from the public and representatives of various religious communities. We take the view that would be a way out, but conversation, public participation is to be carried out fairly to ascertain the effectiveness of the proposals by the state. Amen. Then formulate proposal, number C, formulate proposal on legal amendments to various laws so as to enable the concerned law enforcement agency to more effectively tackle crimes committed as a result of religious extremism or occultic beliefs and practices. Now, number B,
Try to summarize because I think time will really go.
Thank you. Formulate proposals on civic education in addition to educational curricula and sensitive trainings on identifying, avoiding, or living religious extremist organizations, sects, castes, and other similar outfits. Now, our response to, as the church, we say that even in the matters of education, if there is a a church that does not allow its members to educate the children who go to school, then you can say that one the government has to look into it, because when we look at the issue of education, the curriculum plays a key role in shaping learners and enabling them to understand the issues around them as a community. It is crucial to ensure that the content is developed in a manner that promotes respect for human rights and enables learners to ethically critique issues. The content should also foster tolerance to avoid undesirable outcomes of radicalization. Otherwise, allow me to stop there, as I also give room to others. God bless you so much.
Please, before you give out the microphone, I want you to clarify the first sentence and to say they have allowed these issues of wrong worship and so forth. In your first sentence, yes. When you talk about they, who are they? That's okay. It's not clear. Did you still say that you had somebody else to continue presenting? I think that's okay now.
No, you still have somebody else.
This you have already exhausted your time, so it's only time in your part,
I'll take a very, very short time. Recently, the president apologized to the nation. They take the responsibility of what has happened. The late president, Moi, came up with the task force in 1995. The chairman was Cardinal Dewey. It was investigating devil worship in Kenya. These are some of the things that we should take note of. Radicalization, religious fanaticism has nothing to do with the church. These are criminals that the government should know how to handle and to deal with them. The issue of registration. Many times when any church is being registered, I don't know now. But what I know, since my own church, which is Church of God of Prophecy, has been operating in Kenya since the 70s. Anytime when there's a registration coming up, the government intelligence will come, know from these people what is their faith, what is their statement of faith. This is what has been happening. So this issue of registration, regulating churches, is nothing to do with us. What the government should know, you are dealing with criminals. And we should take note of this. There's Freemasonry in Kenya. There is devil worship in Kenya. There is Illuminati in Kenya. And so we have individuals who have come in the church in the name of pastors, apostles, prophets, teachers, evangelists, and masquerading as prophets. But they are agents of the devil, operating from the underworld. These people, the government should deal with them as criminals. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you. Let's put your hand down. Thank you, the said Bishop.
Bishop Yolo Nyangobe.
Thank you for your elaborate exposition. I don't know if any member of the task force has a question or reaction to that. There's none. You see something?
Yeah, as you said, I say we work as a team so that we give our views, not just one.
So we said we're supposed to write and welcome say in a short time, not long.
And that should be the last one, eh? Please.
Yeah, according to you, it's last, yes.
Yes.
First of all, I really appreciate the team for being to come and Matters-Kisumu. But another thing I thought that I would say to people who are it was difficult for politicians or leaders who are elected to participate in any government function. But me and Bishop Yoga, Bishop Kidam, Bishop and others, we began praying and appealing for peace to be in our land. But God did it. And our former Prime Minister became and worked together with President Moi as brothers. So even this time, we have to find ways of how to pray for God to touch the hearts of the people. But if I go back to this whole case in Sakahola, you know, it looked like the government didn't take action as quick as possible because these people were operating almost 3 years, 4 years, killing people. And you know, in our system here in Kenya, law in Kenya, when any Kenyan citizen dies, before burial, the chief of the area or the chief of the area has to issue certificate of burial. But how can you bury almost 300 people and no certificate? Means that the people who are investigating this, they were challenging on the job. Jamani wapenzi, mambo hii haitakikani kuwekwa juu ya makanisa na makanisa hawakopareti vizuri. Makanisa yanakopareti vizuri sana. Ile ndio nyambo kusema ya kwamba government lazima angalie hiyo watu, kwa maana hawa watu ni criminal. Na mambo ya Sakahola ni criminal activities, not religion. Kama unaweka hiyo religion, anaharibu religion. Kwa hivyo hii ndio mambo ambayo ningeweza kuimisha kama mtumishi wa Mungu ya kwamba the chief, the EO, the DC, and other people in that area, they were sleeping on the job. This is why all this massacre happened in Sakahola. So it is better for us to change this thing, but through prayer. But prayer changes things, and we leaders of the church, we are the people who can do that. And we thank you for coming, and we appreciate it. God bless.
Thank you. I said that is the last one, but I have one question to your team, particularly to Bishop Pogonyo. This person, whatever he did, even if he asked the people to pray and fast and die and meet Jesus, that is his constitution. He has the freedom in the constitution to teach that. If he can teach the people to walk in their hands and not on their feet, that is their religion. Where should the government come in? If the government comes to your church and say that you are not supposed to be speaking in tongues, you're supposed to be speaking only in the law, do we say that the government is taking action? Where should the government come into the church without thinking that the government is regulating the church? Where is that regulation? Where should it come in so that these people who are doing such kind of things should be dealt with by the government without some religious people thinking that the government is interfering with their freedom of worship? That is a question that we would have loved to ask very clearly. I'll come to you people later on. It's just a question to the team. Are you a member of the team?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. My name is Julius Tieno, presiding Archbishop of the Church. Freedom is different, even in our families, houses, and
freedom. But when someone extends about that freedom, it now becomes something else.